Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. I have the newest Tom Ford Soleil Eye and Cheek palette. I have been dying to try these and they have had past ones that look stunning, but I just couldn't get myself to do it. But my excuse this time was the Sephora VIB sale, so I grabbed it. For those of you asking if I'm going to do a VIB sale haul, I'm not. I didn't get that many things. I only got the Pat McGrath palette, this Tom Ford palette, and like one other thing, so don't really see the need to make a big old haul videos. I love Tom Ford products. It's a brand that I use almost every single time I wear makeup, so I'm excited. Alright, let me stop yapping, let's jump into some swatches and then a little demo, and let's see how this bad boy performs. When you take her out of this beautiful packaging, she does come in the standard dust cover, and this is what the actual palette looks like. This one is number 4, Violet Argenté, I believe it's how it's pronounced, and it's in the clutch style. Right off the bat, you guys, nice quality, doesn't feel cheap. And when you open her up, there is a nice full-size mirror. And here she is. So in this palette, you're getting 4 shadows, a blush, and a highlight. And that's what I like about it the most. I feel like this is going to be very easy to travel with and easy to just grab, use, and go. The thing that sold me the most on this, yes, is the purple. Yes, it's Tom Ford. It's so practical. And then they did add a little pop of something in there. Tom Ford quality, once you kind of dive into that world, it's kind of hard not to always want to try something new that they come out with. So yeah. So this is described as the ultimate Tom Ford Soleil accessory. It's a reflective ivory and gold colored clutch. It features 4 eyeshadows, a highlighter, and a blush. And this retails for $155, but thankfully I was able to grab it during the sale and I saved 20%. Yeah. That's how I was able to justify her. Alright, so with all of that said, let's go ahead and do some swatches and then I'll demo it. Let's see how this bad boy performs because I have very high expectations for it. So for my swatches, it's nothing fancy. I just finger swatch. There's no primer. There's nothing. My thing is more so how it actually performs on the lids. So finger swatches, personally, I find to just show you somewhat how the colors look. But when it comes to application, I find that to be the true test. So that's why I don't really go crazy or anything like that with my finger swatches. But I'm going to swatch the shadows first, and then we'll jump into the blush and highlighter. So I'm going to start with this shade here. That one. Beautiful. Now we are moving on to this one. Just first glance, they all seem to have a little sheen or shimmer to them. Now we'll do this brown shade. I'm saving the best for last, that purple. I have high expectations for that purple. Let's see how this purple performs. Okay. Alright. Okay, so here are the shadows. So I'm going to swatch the blush. That is what the blush swatch is like. Definitely think that'll look better once it's blended out. And then let's try this highlighter. Oh, I love Tom Ford highlighters. Oh yes. Alright, so here are our swatches. They felt pretty good. Now the true test. Demo it on the face. They all have a little bit of shimmer or sheen in these shadows, but I'm just gonna use them how I please. Look, break the rules, do as you please, do what makes you happy with your makeup, okay? I'm going in with my Wayne Goss number 3. It's just a fluffy shader, and I'm gonna go into this brown shade and use that as my crease color. I'm sure you can already tell, but I did already apply my face makeup. I'm still kind of playing around with the Fenty Beauty foundation primer, and I'm liking it, so I want to keep using it. Blending nicely, and although this shade in particular is got a little sheen, a little shimmer to it, it's not really looking bad as how I'm using it. So thank goodness for that. I'm going to use this shade here and apply it to the front portion of my lid. And I'm using a Wayne Goss number 18 brush. Alright, and for fun, just to see if there's a difference, I'm going to use my finger with that same shade and apply it on the eye. So I'm using that same brush, the number 18, and let's put some purple on the rest of my lid. Purple. Now I'm going to go in with my finger and put it on the other eye just to see if there's any difference. We still have a lot of blending to do. This is, you know, this is the process. I'm just going to take that brush, no extra product, and just blend the two colors together. I am going to go back in with my number 3, that first brush we used with the brown shade, and just kind of refresh that area. Got my little flat shader here. This is the number 7. I'm going to go into the purple shade and we're going to bring that down to the lower lash line. I'm taking my number 17, it's a larger flat shader. I'm going to go into the lightest shade and so lightly put that as my brow bone highlight. Alright, we had a little bit of fallout, but nothing extreme. So just brush that away. Now with my pencil brush, it's the number 5 from Wayne Goss. I'm going to go into the lightest shade here and use it as my inner tear duct highlight. Those are the eyes. Let me put on some mascara so I can kind of look alive. Right, so now we're going to try the face products, but before we do that, I'm going to go in with my bronzing powder. This is something I use every time I use makeup. So it looks a little rough, but that's because it's so good. This is a perfect everyday bronzer for me. I can't tell you how many times I use it with makeup or without. On one side, I'm going to use my number 14 from Wayne Goss, and on the other side, I'll use the number 11. The number 14, for me, I find it to be more so better at diffusing the color, and this one kind of makes the color a little more concentrated. So we'll try both brushes and we'll see which one we like. Let's go into the blush. Oh my god. I have to tap. Alright, so yeah, definitely gonna need to blend this more. But that is what that blush looks like on me. Then we're going to take number 14. So much product. I don't know. I always find that I love using the 14 for blush. This is a great brush. It's, I think, just personal preference. So happy I get to use the new Wayne Goss limited edition rose gold airbrush. This brush is amazing. It's so soft. I like using it for highlight, but you can also use it to set your under eye. You can use it for a multitude of things. Sculpt, you know. That's the great thing about his brushes. That's why I have so many of them. Let's try the highlighter. Alright, here it goes. Let's bathe in it. Ready? Ooh. Yes. Yes, please. Alright, so this is what the blush and highlight look like. Now this is something I always do. I'll go in with my big brush from Wayne Goss and I'll just meld everybody together so there's no harshness. So I'm going to apply some lipstick. All the products I use are always listed down below in the description box. Well, let's try to create another look that's more so maybe easy go daytime. So I've got my number 3. I'm going to use that same bronzy brown shade and apply that into my crease. I'm just going to take my finger, because this is probably what I would do, and I'm going to use that same bronzy brown shade and I'm going to apply that to my lid. Just all over. I'm going to take my pencil brush and go into the lightest shade. Brighten up the inner tear duct. On a little flat shader, I'm going to go into that purple and apply it to my lower lash line and keep it nice and close. Lightest shade, I'm going to put that on the brow bone highlight. Just a little. Now, personally, this is how I would use the palette on like almost a daily basis. These are the type of colors that appeal to me. They're easy. Still look like you try to put yourself together, but it's not a lot of work. It's just a easy, you can use your fingers, you can use 2 brushes, and you're out the door. Just gonna refresh my mascara. I've been using the Burberry Cat Eyes, I believe it's called. Love this stuff for the days that I don't wear falsies. I go between this and my Velvet Noir from Marc Jacobs. You guys know that's my holy grail. So that's a second look with the palette. This is my go-to. This is how you would see me out. And I love it. Really, really like it. Looks like I tried, you know what I mean? And there's days where we just don't have the time, but you just want to grab something and work your magic. And I like this for that. Now, I do believe that this collection came out with a few other pieces. It has like this lip product that I definitely want to try. But I mean, the collection, I feel like it was a small little collection, just a few pieces, but nonetheless statement pieces. And I'm really liking this thus far, and I was able to create 2 looks with it very easily. I really like having that purple in there. It gives the palette a little extra something. It makes it feel a lot more versatile. I love that I still have my practical everyday to run around colors. I like that if I wanted to, I could diffuse that purple, make it look a lot softer. I like that I was able to build it up easily. There's very little fallout, which is always a nice thing, especially if you've done your face makeup before your eye makeup. The face products worked beautifully, as to be expected. That highlight is outstanding. I really don't have any complaints about the palette. Maybe the price. But I mean, you know what you're getting into when you put yourself in a Tom Ford situation. So I can't really complain about that. But overall, I think it's a nice palette. I think it's a nice treat for yourself. I don't think you need to run out and get it because it is, you know, a little extra. But I think it's nice and I like it, and I'm glad that I got it because I've not tried any of his palettes like this. Only problem now is I'm probably gonna want more. Is that a bad thing? I would love to hear your thoughts down below. Let me know what you think. Please let me know if you have this palette, what you think about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay beautiful. I'll see you soon. Bye.